What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to the garage. To all my new subscribers, I want to say thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. I never really started these videos out to do really big. I've only got a couple hundred subscribers, but most of my videos were done for mainly the purpose of showing it to my customer. A lot of my customers like to see that kind of stuff. So a lot of the videos that I have are for my customers and whatnot. So anyways, I appreciate appreciate you subscribing. Last video we painted on this chassis. It's Monday about midday now. I decided to take another stab on this Dodge truck this morning. I worked on it about a year ago. Had a throttle pedal position sensor circuit. I found a wire issue, fixed it. It was good for a long time, and now it does it like ever so randomly. I've had it for about 2 weeks. I've had everything hooked up to it, drive it around. I can't get it to even act up. So wiggle wiring, do all this stuff. Anyway, I got so much time in it. I hate to bail on it, but I can't spend too much more time looking at it. So I thought I'd give it another go. Anyways, 38 Ford. I got to get some work done on this thing this week. Chassis done. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the wheels and tires on this and roll it outside and clean the floor after the paint. It's a mess. I'm tracking paint dust all over the place and I don't like it. Over here, pile of parts. This is all new, used Ford Explorer, Ford truck. This is all the parts. Big old pile of stuff. There's plenty more I need. Torque converter and other parts in the box. I got parts downstairs. I got parts everywhere. So I'm going to clean up the garage here. I'm going to dig through these parts. I'm going to get the flex plate, the tranny separator plate, bell housing bolts, flywheel bolts, all the stuff that I need to put the motor in the chassis, motor and tranny in the chassis, and bolt it up and done. So I'm going to dig all that stuff out, make sure it's all clean. As soon as I have everything, we'll get right back here and we'll start doing the stuff everybody wants to see. Nobody wants to see anybody clean parts. So anyways, again, thanks for subscribing, and we'll be back here as soon as I'm ready to put this stuff together. Okay, so I noticed right away I forgot all about the engine mount brackets. I got to cut new ones, and I totally forgot, so I guess I got to do that first. Kind of hard to put the engine in the frame if you don't have new mounts. So those are my patterns. Obviously the holes in that one are way off, but we can fix that later. I've pretty much transferred my patterns here. I'm going to cut these out real fast. I'm going to rough them out and then I'll grind them in. Okay, I got a bucket of water. I don't want to start my fires. I can wet my floor. There's going to be a lot of debris. Alright, after I get the initial cut, I rough them out pretty far, and then using my grinder with a cutoff wheel and a grinding disc, and get the shape done, and then I'll use this as a template for my holes. When I get these done, we'll get back on track with getting this engine in. Just like that, it's the next day already, and I only got one piece cut, so a couple distractions. I had to run to the store and get more grinding wheels and more cutoff wheels, but anyways, I'm making the next one right now. I think it finally stopped raining, and it's not going to rain for a while, long enough that I can work today a little bit. I want to get the engine in the frame. Much and windy. Looks like we're okay on the rain for a minute, so I'm gonna roll this frame out of here and get the engine hoist in and close this garage back up. All right, well, my goal here is get this engine transmission off their stands, get them bolted together, and get them in the truck chassis anyway. So I'll move a couple things around and we'll get right back. Okay, finally got this engine hanging, ready to go in the truck. I remove the engine stand. Probably a lot of boring stuff in here that nobody's going to want to watch, but it's okay. Alright, that out of the way. Now, bolts. Loctite. Go ahead and put this thing together. Make sure you get the holes lined up. You can't really put it on otherwise because of the offset holes here. Anyway, make sure clean the bolts and then make sure you put new Loctite. Alright. Torque wrench. Look up torque spec. Torque spec called for 75 to 85. I'm going to put these right in the middle, right at 80. Move to 80. Give them a snug the first go around, just kind of bring it all flush and snug. And then, let's see. Almost good. Almost. Oh no. Yep, and just like that, I realized I forgot the frickin' separator plate. Sometimes you just gotta do it twice for practice. Yeah, don't forget the separator plate. That's bad. Okay, let's try this again. Put the separator plate on first. Like so. And then you put the flywheel on. Line your holes up. brand new torque converter here. Usually they got plenty of lube there. Double check, make sure the input shaft's lubed up nice. Yeah, that's good. There it goes. All right, there it went. Went right in. So, time to get started. I'm putting all this stuff together. I got a long ways to go. All right, first things first, I'm gonna put the fuel rail back on since I had to take it off to get the chains. Put this guy back in. All right, the fuel rail back on. Got a little more than 2 inches. Just like that, another freaking problem with this thing. I told the drive shaft guy 2 inches. This was all the way pushed up against there when I brought it to him. Took out almost 3 inches out of this thing. I don't know. I don't think that yoke's long enough to be up here past the bushing. Yeah, I can't say I like that very much. That means it's probably right about there. So if I put the blocks in and I don't cover that mark up, I'm gonna have to make them fix it. So I went ahead and got the fuel lines all put back in, all the stock ones. I'm gonna get a new filter for it there. It's cut short there because originally this had a bracket with lines that went up to the front over here. So it came off of here and went up all the way to the front. So we're going to delete that, bring them down from here like I did on the other one. I come right off the filter with an adapter fitting. I'm probably going to end up doing this high pressure hose out of the steel braided line. I'll use high pressure fuel hose for the return side. I think that should be just fine, but I need to pick up a couple of fittings for here. and a couple fittings for down there. So, but otherwise, drive shaft is in. Everything's bolted down and tight. All the converter bolts are in and done. I think about the next thing to do, honestly, is I'm gonna go ahead and clean the gas tank up and slide it back in. Alright, so here's where we are so far. Motor and transmission all bolted together, all sealed up, tightened down and done. Gas, fuel lines are in, fuel tank is in, drive shaft. So we made some pretty good progress today. Tomorrow I'm going to work on this front end. I'm going to put the new shocks on, the new sway bar end links, and try and get brackets, a starter. Just gonna keep plugging away. I'm just gonna keep plugging away, making videos. I'll probably do a video every couple days, just so we can see what's going on. So anyway, thanks for watching.